Welcome to another production of ParkTV 16 Sports on location. Tonight we are at St. Louis Park High School bringing you Section 6 Quadruple A quarterfinal girls basketball. The home of the St. Louis Park Orioles. They come in the number 3 seed, 13 and 12 on the year, taking on the Minneapolis Southwest Lakers, who are the 6th seed. They have a better record, but they think they have a much weaker schedule. So St. Louis Park is the favored team. A year ago, they got knocked out by Hopkins. I can't remember if that was the quarters, the semis, or the finals of 6 Quadruple A. And Hopkins still the number 1 seed. There I am. Welcome to our broadcast. I'm Robert Christensen. Glad you're with us. We are courtside here, and St. Louis Park has their best team in a few years. They've been grooming some juniors, Kendall Coley, Reagan Alexander. You have the senior Turek and Sadie Yarosh starting, and we are about to begin here. That's Kendall Coley, the junior forward, number 32. And we are underway here in St. Louis Park. Glad you're with us. Once again, that's Shayla Miller over to the left side, and Kendall Coley will take a 3 right off the bat. First 6 seconds, 3-0 St. Louis Park, and they've got the press on. 2-2-1 trap press, and Southwest does a nice job breaking it there. That's number 33 with the ball, Becca Murphy, 5'8" forward senior, and now Southwest loses it underneath, and it's intercepted and stolen by Shayla Miller for the Orioles. Now Kendall Coley to Jordan Turk from three-point land, off short of the rim, or off the rim and out of bounds towards Southwest. So early 3-0 lead here for the Orioles, and they are now got the 2-2-1 full court press on. That is number 23 for the Orioles. Leading it, Reagan Alexander along with Kendall Coley. Now the shot from way outside by Southwest number 13. That is Virginia Johnson, the 5'9", just a 9th grade guard, off the mark. Now Kendall Coley for her second 3, and she's 2 for 2 from three-point land in the first minute. And it is 6-0 all on Kendall Coley's hot shooting hand from that left portion of the arc, right at the three-point line. That is her sweet spot. Now Southwest gets the ball across the line, but Jordan Turk steals it away from number 11, Josephine Inderais. And now the shot off the mark by Turk, and rebound to Southwest. And they advance the ball into the front court. That's number 21 with it, Janae Green. Also a freshman, so a very young Southwest team, and that shot, that pass misses the bounce pass, and that's another turnover against Southwest. And St. Louis Park is dominating here early in this quarterfinal matchup with Southwest. That's Yarosh now, the junior, as we look at the replay there. Now Yarosh brings it across the timeline. No extreme pressure by Southwest. They are in a man-to-man defense, half court. Now Shayla Miller, Yarosh drives, running jump shot. She makes that shot with the left hand. Well done by Yarosh. Those are very difficult shots, those running 6-foot jumpers in the middle of the lane, but well done. She had plenty of room, and now we're gonna have a foul on St. Louis Park. That's the first foul of the game. First team foul go against Turk, number 21. And we'll watch Yarosh, look at that from our end zone camera. Beautiful shot there by number 13. Sadie Yarosh. Okay, now here comes Southwest. Nice job getting the ball across the timeline. That's number 13, Virginia Johnson. Now she gets it to number 11. That's, hope I'm pronouncing her name right, Inger Reiche. Never seen anything like that. Josephine is her first name. We might just go with Josephine with all due respect. Okay, now the drive. Nice job by number 11, Josephine, and that's what I'm gonna call her just because I'm afraid I'm butchering her last name. That's Josephine, number 11, with that nice running layup to get Southwest on the board, and now they are showing their own press off the made shot. So that's typically when you do that, is off made shots. Now the drive underneath by Reagan Alexander, and she gets her own rebound, and then on the way back up, draws the foul. And she'll go to the line and shoot too, as we watch her replay underneath. In the past, I recall she struggled with those early shots underneath. I can remember a game, and I don't think she made one all first half, and then found it in the second half. So again, a little cold underneath on those rebounds, but she's red hot from the free throw line as she converts that for a 9-2 lead. 15-16 to go, to get a good look. Ravi on the sideline camera tonight. We've got 3 cameras here, bringing you all the great footage here. And that's blocked by Kendall Coley and now picked up by Turek, and that's a turnover on the press. Now here comes Reagan Alexander, short jump shot from the side, off the back end, rebound by Coley, up there, off the rim. She gets the rebound, off to Alexander. That's off the mark, rebound Turek, dominating the offensive boards. Coley with another chance, still a miss. Alexander with the rebound underneath, and she sneaks it in there, finally. But boy, Southwest getting pounded on the boards there. And that is not gonna bode well for their chances if they give St. Louis Park 4, 5, 6 chances every time down the floor. 11-2 lead here for the Orioles. 14:30 remaining first half. And Southwest in trouble on the far sideline. Now coming away with it, number 21, Green. Green now bounces past to number 10. That is Selena Stewart, senior. It goes out of bounds, and Stewart and the Tigers, I believe they are, right? Southwest will retain possession, and we got a substitution now for the Orioles. Turk will sit down along with Yarosh, and in for them, number 4 for St. Louis Park, Faith Johnson. Can get real hot from the outside, along with number 3, Joelle Sheffield. Now off the steal by Kendall Coley, and the drop layup in there with the right hand converts. 13-2. Now Southwest into the front court. That's number 11, Josephine, and she draws the foul, this time on Coley for reaching in. And that brings a stoppage. Here's Coley. What's the name I'm looking for here? Kind of Dr. J-ish from the 70s with that scoop shot, I guess. Well executed. Still just a junior, Kendall Coley and Reagan Alexander. They dominate on the volleyball court and are now starting to assert themselves on the basketball court. And that's another great defensive stop by Reagan Alexander, and I like how she has her head up as she comes down the court. And now Shayla Miller from outside nails the 3. Number 31 is hot, and that is her shot as well. And now we have a foul underneath, gonna go against the Orioles. I think Joelle Sheffield, number 3, there she is with the foul. But watch this sweet stroke here. Shayla Miller just steps right up. Look at that follow through, swish. Perfect, and now we have a timeout on the court as Southwest head coach takes time out. His name is Dan Froelich. There he is over there. And he's got a young team there. They have a decent record at 16-10, but they come from a weaker conference. And even though St. Louis Park is 13-12, they have played a much tougher schedule, and they are way better than their record, as their number 3 seed reflects. And they are up 16-2 here. Just almost 4 minutes into this contest. So Coach Arsenio Richardson has this team tuned up and ready to go for the section playoffs. And they gave Hopkins a run last year. They came in with a good game plan. I do remember that game about a year ago at Hopkins Gymnasium on a Saturday afternoon. And I thought that was double dribble there by Josephine, but she goes all the way the length of the court. No one there to stop the ball for St. Louis Park, and that's 4 points now for Southwest. And now they get the steal almost, and they do. Josephine comes up with it, but the play was really made by number 13, Virginia Johnson. And now Southwest trying to get a little run going here. Following the timeout, there's the running jump shot with the left hand taken by number 33, Becca Murphy. Rebound to Turek, and she forwards it all the way ahead with the layup and in. Number 3, Joelle Sheffield. Beautiful pass by Turek. Sheffield very smooth with a player on her, able to lay that in with the right hand. That was lightning fast off that rebound. Now the backdoor play in the reverse layup. What a play that was. Number 21, Janae Green takes the pass underneath. And you don't see that often in either gender, men or boys. That was beautiful reverse layup. Just like I used to do in the driveway growing up. Never in a game though. That was spectacular. Here's the last replay. Ball goes out of bounds in favor of St. Louis Park. There's Ravi with our end zone camera. I call it the corner camera in hockey. We can call it the corner camera. It's kind of in the corner. There's quick ball movement out to Sheffield, and she drains the three. 21-6. Full court press. And they beat it all the way down to Josephine. Josephine dribbles the lane, now delivers the ball to the outside, comes back to the other far side. Now Josephine drives the lane, comes all the way and lowers the shoulder, puts the ball up off the backboard, and rebound number 5. That's Kaya Hegdahl, the 8th grader in, and now Turek gets the pass and lays it in, 23-6. And the press is still on by Richardson. No mercy being displayed, and nor should it be. It's only the first half of the first half, and there's a nice pass from Faith Johnson to Turek underneath, and she lays it in with the left hand. 23-6 here. There's our corner camera. Thrown in there by number 33, Becca Murphy. Murphy back to 21, that is Green. She's the one that had that nice reverse layup a few moments ago. Nice ball dribbling, getting the ball across the timeline on that pressure. Now driving the right side, 22, London comes right in, draws the foul, and she'll go to the line and shoot 2. 12:01 remaining here, first half. There is London. Anya London, sophomore, drives, draws the foul. And there she is at the line to shoot 2. Her team down 23-6 here, 12:01 remaining, first half. We're at St. Louis Park Gymnasium. There's Coach Dan Freilich for Southwest. 7 points now. The second shot is also good by London. So Southwest starting to show some offense here. Now here comes Turek. No pressure on the made free throw. Driving the baseline and pulling up is Kendall Coley, and boy, is she having a game from the field tonight. That's her 3rd field goal, 2 threes, and now the play in, and they break the press. Nice job. It's Josephine, no, that's Janaea Green. And there's a 3-point shot. I was looking down, I didn't see who made it, but I think our camera got it, 21, that's Green. Southwest starting to wake up here, 25-11. And they are showing some good defensive hustle as they change to sort of a zone press or zone pressure, but Kendall Coley makes her 4th field goal, and it's 27-11. Now to the front court. That's number 12 with it, Libby Kramer. Another freshman on the floor for Southwest. And ball taken away by Turek on the handoff. And a 2-on-1 with Faith Johnson, and she draws the foul. She goes in from the layup, and that foul will be called upon Becca Murphy, her, right there. And that'll just be the 2nd team foul as we see it from our corner camera. Team 2nd and Murphy's 2nd. So we'll see if she goes to the bench with 2 fouls. And yes, she is gonna sit down. And substitutions by both teams. Reagan Alexander checks in for St. Louis Park. And Faith Johnson, her 2nd shot is good, 28-11. 10:58 remaining, the press still on. They get it in number 30, Lydia Spanier. Spanier, bounce pass down below. She gets the return pass. Now wide open, Josephine able to get it to go. 3-point shot. She pulls the fist clutch there. Very pleased with that shot to go down. Showed great touch there. Yarosh with another running jumper. Gets her own rebound and a nice bounce pass. Alexander unable to convert, but then gets the rebound again and draws the foul, and she'll go to the line and shoot 2. But I was very impressed with Yarosh's pass right there as we caught it with our corner camera. That was impressive by Yarosh to recognize that and give that pass off to Alexander. And a little flat on that shot. Alexander, a little cold out there, but she does get better as the games go on. Leading scorer. 16.6 a game, and that's also a little flat. She looks a little tight out there, even though her team is up 14. Doubling the score of Southwest, but they're in the front court. And they've been slowly whittling away at that big lead. Now that's 11, Green. Excuse me, Josephine. Josephine back out to number 22. That's Anya London, and she goes to give and go, goes off of Kendall Coley's right shin and out of bounds. Clock says 10:04 remaining. It's a shot a while back off the rim. The nice touch there by number 11, Josephine Igueria. Igherighe, not sure. All right, Shayla Miller, number 31, gets that rebound. 9:50 remaining into the front court. Wide open is Turek as Kendall Coley recognized her, but the defense collapsed right away for Southwest. And then the foul, oh, they call a jump ball. Number 23, Elsa Youngdahl for Southwest had the ball. And then St. Louis Park tied it up. Possession arrow favored Southwest, so they have it. And they are facing a daunting full court press here as they break it up the middle and saved just as the ball went out of bounds by Josephine. And she's got trouble. She tried to bounce it off St. Louis Park, Shayla Miller. And now Yarosh finds her on the return pass. Rebound out of bounds. And they're going to favor St. Louis Park. Wow. Ferocious defense by the Orioles here. Throw in now by Shayla Miller. Right away, Kendall Coley doesn't bring the ball the way down, but still a little short. Next second shot, off the rim again. Next shot by Reagan Alexander, and she finds her range from close underneath. It's good to see, and Turek gets the steal. Yarosh now, over to Coley. Coley now. And Yarosh will start it again at top. And she'll drive as she faces pressure coming all the way in. Great recognition by Yarosh. When you get that kind of pressure that far out, that is the decision to make, is to drive. But she misses, and now on the other end, Josephine misses on the layup. And we got a timeout taken by St. Louis Park, I believe. Or no, we have a substitution as the ball goes out of bounds.
Dave Johnson's back in for the Orioles.
Dave Johnson checks in there, number 4. Also, that's number 12 for Southwest. Libby Kramer, 30-14, 8:54 remaining here, first half. Section 6 quadruple A quarterfinals. 4 games going on all at once here at 7 o'clock in this bracket as St. Louis Park gets the turnover once again, less than 9 minutes remaining. And now a turnover for Southwest. And they're into the front court. That's number 30 with it, Spanier. And now from way outside, draining it with the 3 and the flick of the wrist at the end. Virginia Johnson, the 9th grader from way downtown, hits the 3, and it's 30-17. And Southwest still showing signs of life here. It's only 8:20 to go first half. Shayla Miller puts up a rainbow off the mark, and that goes out of bounds in favor of Southwest. So with 8:15 remaining, they are just down 13. And they've shown the propensity to hit some threes, so if they can stay hot and avoid turnovers on this press, and they just get it in under the 5 seconds. That's number 12 with it right here on the near side. Now into the front court, Josephine with the short jumper off the mark. Shayla Miller with the rebound, and she's off to the races. Off to the far side, that was Kaya Hegdahl, and her shot is, she's fouled on that attempt. Here's Miller to Hegdahl. Hegdahl drives, and boy, I guess they're gonna call the foul after the shot. She made that shot, so 32-17 and get the and 1. Nice job by Hegdahl. Generous call, I would say there. I don't think there was much contact that had anything to do with that shot, but afterwards there was a little bit of contact, so I guess that counts. Now Southwest stuck there. Now Josephine drives to the left side and tries to put it all the way in. Great move, just unable to finish. Great athleticism by number 11, Josephine. And now the shot by Hegdahl, and she's hot suddenly. with 5 straight points and a 35-17 lead. The lead is back to 18 for the Orioles. So just when Southwest was trying to creep back into it, St. Louis Park turns them away with a little mini run of their own. And there's a shot by Green off the mark, but the rebound to Southwest. And this girl just hit a 3 a minute ago, number 13, Virginia Johnson. So the 9th grader guard is gonna be the one to get him back into this. She's very confident, has a nice shot. Just missing on that attempt. Now the rebound by Alexander, she misses. Her second shot underneath, misses again. She gets the rebound again, her 3rd attempt off the mark, and rebound this time by Virginia Johnson. Johnson now calmly brings it up. Gives it up to number 21, Green. Green now. Down 18, 6:42 remaining. Green showing all kinds of poise out there, now starting to get pressure and loses control and out of bounds. So just as I was saying, she had poise, she lost it, and the great pressure defense by number 5 right there. Hegdahl forces the turnover with great hustle, and yes, that's what she deserves right there. That's the kind of hustle that wins games right there. Nice job by Hegdahl. And the give and go to Turek is executed perfectly by Kendall Coley. 37-17. It's almost a clinic here in half number 1. Front court, Southwest. That's number 14 with it. Eva Schultz. And the ball will be taken out. Here's the give and go to Turek underneath the left hand. And the kiss off the backboard for 2 for Turek. 37 points here, and we've still got 6 minutes to go. Park really piling it on, and that's a nice free throw by number 13, Southwest Virginia Johnson. Freshman, 5'9" guard. Lefty, good shot, great shot. Misses that one though. 37-18. Coley now brings it across the timeline, and we have exactly 6 minutes remaining, half number 1. Park has 6 fouls, so Southwest is in the bonus. Don't know if they've recognized that. Kendall Coley from way outside, and that ball goes out of bounds, but saved by Faith Johnson. The ball comes back around to Hegdahl, and where has she been? We've done several games, and she's had very few minutes, but boy, is she lighting it up here in this quarterfinal. Hegdahl on defense and on offense, dominating right now here as we approach the waning minutes of half number 1, less than 5.5 remaining. Ball now behind, and that's Hegdahl involved in the steal, and she drives all the way down, takes the ball in, and oh, they're gonna call travel, and I don't think so, and Hegdahl can't believe it. I can't say I disagree with her. Let's see, look at these athletic moves. She turns against the grain, comes right in, 1, 2. No, I don't know. Did that right foot drag at the last second? It's the only thing I'd like to see, which may have brought that call on, but nevertheless, it doesn't negate the unbelievable play of Kaya Hegdahl, just an 8th grader, folks out there. Arsenio Richardson has had her on the bench most of the year, but he's bringing her out here in the playoffs, and she is really playing well on both ends. Now Josephine for Southwest, and there's Hegdahl with another steal, her 3rd one in a row, folks. This is like Reggie Miller from the Pacers as she goes in with the left hand, and boy, and now she's looking for a blow. She looks over to Arsenio Richardson, and he could not be more happy with her hustle. 3 defensive steals in a row. I've never seen anything like it. Not at this level. Rebound to Turek, 4:25 remaining. Exciting play by Hegdahl, looking to get a breath. And until there's a whistle, she's going to remain out there. Hegdahl on defense, now switches it up with Faith Johnson. That's Virginia Johnson and the 5-second rule in play. And now 3 substitutions. Jarosh comes in, Shayla Miller comes in for St. Louis Park, along with number 14, Ellie Ostad. And what a performance there for a few minutes was Kaya Hegdahl. Whew. All right, Yarosh into the front court. Now less than 4 minutes remaining. 42-18. St. Louis Park serving notice on the section. They have come to play in this tournament. They drive on the left side, Yarosh. And I have to say, I like the demeanor of the Orioles here. They are all business. This is serious, as it should be. They are showing no mercy, and I think that's good if they want to get to Hopkins here in the final and try to threaten them. With the phenom point guard they have there, everything, all universe. She's on national magazine covers, and St. Louis Park wants another shot at Hopkins. Okay, now Southwest with the rebound, 43-18, 3:38 remaining in the front court. That's number 33 with a nice behind the back dribble. Becca Murphy gives it up to number 21, Janaea Green. Green on the handoff for Virginia Johnson, and she rolls out of bounds as she tried to recover the ball. Another turnover for Southwest, 3:23 remaining, and a substitution now for Southwest as Virginia Johnson. She'll have a seat. In comes number 22 for Southwest, Anya London. Clock back underway. Yarosh, no pressure, brings it across the timeline. Also in there, Kendall Coley, and that woman right there, number 31, Shayla Miller. Miller now to 14. Big shot from outside, taken by Ellie Ostad, the sophomore, and that ball goes off the back of the rim and out of bounds in favor of the Orioles. 3:08 remaining. Turek takes the inbounds pass and delivers the three-point from outside and from the side. That's a tough spot to make a three, folks. Not quite all the way in the corner either. Really tough place. You don't see three shot from there very often. Well done by Turek. And now the big jump shot from outside, but inside the three-point line. And now Kendall Coley pulls up with a three, and that's off the mark. Rebound goes to number 22, London, for Southwest. And now they bring it into the front court on the far side quickly. Pushing the ball up the floors to Green. Green now. Looking for a screen. Now gets it over to number 30. That is Spanier. Spanier looking for some driving lane. Now almost gets accosted. The ball taken away almost by number 31, Shayla Miller, along with Yarosh, putting the pressure on. Now Kendall Coley will have a rest, and Hegdahl comes back in, number 5. For the Orioles, Kaya Hegdahl getting lots of playing time here in this quarterfinal. Throw in for Southwest, successful to Spanier. Spanier now to number 11, that is Josephine. Josephine, that's her first name. Last name I'm not sure of. And the jump shot misses everything, but rebound to Josephine, and she'll take the equal shot from the other side, and that goes off the rim. Rebound though to Southwest. And now Josephine from outside three-point land, short off the rim though. Rebound to Southwest again, and now taken away by Shayla Miller, and they're gonna call a jump ball. Possession arrow favors Southwest. Shayla Miller there in there, well done defensively to tie it up. 1:54 remaining. Now Yarosh will have a seat along with Hegdahl. And in the match now is Reagan Alexander, Turek, Shayla Miller, and number 4, also Faith Johnson, and Ostad for St. Louis Park. And now a travel call on Southwest, number 12, Libby Kramer. 1:49 remaining here. Quick first half here. This quarterfinal, only been 11 fouls, no 1-and-1 attempts. Shayla Miller drives, and nice defense by number 12 for Southwest, Libby Kramer. She got her hand on the ball, but the ball does end up back in the Oriole possession. Reagan Alexander, 1:30 remaining. Faith Johnson with the three-point shot off the back of the rim. She can get hot and streaky. Now Shayla Miller, another hot three-point shooter, also off the mark. And now the big football pass down, I love that, by number 33, Becca Murphy, left hand. Look at that, right on the run. Huh? That could have been a Viking wide receiver, and that's Josephine draws the foul, and she will go to the line in that shooting foul. That's number 11, Josephine Iguria. If I'm pronouncing that right. Oh, I should know that. Okay, now she'll get 2 shots, 1:15 remaining, clock stopped, 46-18. 17 fouls for St. Louis Park compared to 5 for Southwest here. Only 1:15 remaining. Second attempt here for Southwest, Josephine. And nice shot there. Gets them to 20. They're down 26, 1:14. Now in the front court, Coley pushes it to Hegdahl in the corner. She drives, comes right in, loses the ball, but it ends up with a foul call. It looked like Faith Johnson was gonna get control of it. And they call a foul on Southwest. Not sure who. Player 11, maybe? Yeah, Igabere, Josephine. So 16 fouls for St. Louis Park, both teams in the bonus. 1:06 remaining, first half. Coley almost took that shot. Now driving from the near baseline is Shayla Miller, and she draws the foul. And she'll go to the line. I think that's gonna be a 2-point shot. Was she in the act of shooting? No, boy, barely. May have gotten all ball. There are some fans here supporting Southwest. They thought so, as Shayla Miller gets that one to drain. 47-20. Could St. Louis Park put 50 up here in the first half? I don't know if I've ever seen a girls team personally score 100 points in a high school match, but right now they're on pace for that. 58 seconds remaining. Southwest now into the front court. Hegdahl putting the pressure on the point guard, number 21, Green. Green still with it. Now to Spanier. Spanier drives the right side on Hegdahl, gets by her, and runs into Faith Johnson. Now Kendall Coley the back the other way, and the shot from Ostad goes off the mark. Rebound, Johnson turns, shoots the short jumper off the rebound. Reagan Alexander underneath, her shot off the mark. Alexander gets the rebound again, ends up in Hegdahl's hand, and she drives the lane, comes right in and banks it in. And what a move by Hegdahl. She is a freelance player out there, and she can drive, folks. She's got great body control, both on the offensive end and defensive end, and that is 50 points now for St. Louis Park. 9 seconds remaining. Hegdahl on the point defensively. Now the shot from way outside by Becca Murphy. Rebound to Coley, 2 seconds. She gets it to Faith Johnson. Johnson to Hegdahl, and there's the buzzer to end period first half. 70 total points in the first half. St. Louis Park up 50-20. Come back to see if they get 100.
New message.
Your social security number has been suspended. If you do not contact us, your account will be deactivated.
Scammers are aggressive when they contact a potential victim. Social Security Administration employees will never threaten you for information or promise benefits in exchange for information. In those cases, the call is fraudulent and you should just hang up. Don't provide any personal or financial information to these thieves. Call the Social Security Fraud Hotline at 1-800-269-0271.
Welcome back to ParkTV 16 Sports on location. We are at St. Louis Park High School, home of the Orioles, and we are bringing you girls basketball section playoffs quarterfinal style, featuring Southwest visiting St. Louis Park, and we are about to begin the second half. And our score, that is not an accident there. It is 50-20. St. Louis Park came out with full court press and shooting lights out and race to a huge lead, and they lead by 30 here at the break. The big story for St. Louis Park has been the surprising play of 8th grade Kaya Hegdahl. Late in the first half, she went on a tear with 3 consecutive steals and 3 consecutive baskets. She's only an 8th grader, having averaged only 4 points a game in 17 games played. but she is in double figures here, and we're about to begin half number 2. And my question is whether or not St. Louis Park can get the 100-point mark. I don't know if they have that on the scoreboard there. They can put a 1 up there, but I think that is an interesting question to keep watching here. St. Louis Park looking very good here, though, in this quarterfinal. If they hold on here and win, which I expect they will, they take on the winner of Robbinsdale Armstrong High School, who is at Wayzata right now, at Wayzata High School. Wayzata the number 2 seed, St. Louis Park the number 3 seed. In the other bracket, it's Hopkins, the number 1 seed, and they're gonna advance all the way to the final. I think there's no doubt about that. Right now, they're playing number 8 seed Washburn, and then they would get the winner of Robbinsdale versus Minneapolis South, the 5 and 6 seeds, I believe. So the next big game will be St. Louis Park against Wayzata, most likely, if they win over and Wayzata tonight. Now into the front court as play is underway here in the second half, and our score is still 15-20, a minute into it. And Southwest in their white visiting uniforms. That's Josephine for Southwest, and she'll take that shot, blocked by Kendall Coley in front, and Turek now with it. Lead pass intended for number 31, Shayla Miller, goes off her hands. And a turnover for St. Louis Park. So really the outcome here is not in doubt, academic, but we've seen some great individual play by both sides. Southwest has some talented guards here, and that person right there, that is number 11, Josephine Igageye, if I can pronounce that right. And Janae Green, number 21, and there is a foul underneath, and shooting 2 will be Josephine as she goes to the line on that drive. Not sure I saw the foul there, but they called it anyway, so clock stopped at 16:34 remaining in the match, second half. And that is Josephine to shoot 2. And that ball drains in, averaging 11.6 points per game. She is not quite their leading scorer by just a few percentage points. Their leading scorer is Janae Green at 11.9 per game. Actually, it's Virginia Johnson at 13, who does have a nice 3-point shot. And she's also in the game there, playing the left post down there. Guarding on the box right now for Southwest, and driving nicely with the left hand is Joelle Sheffield. And she is very quick, folks, very smooth. Second nice layup of the match tonight by Sheffield. Now driving at the left hand and puts it in. What a play by number 10 for Southwest. Selena Stewart, senior. Well done. Not even sure, almost like a layup, but she was so far away. All right, there's Sheffield now. Being guarded by number 21, Green. Green, now Sheffield drives, gives it up to Kendall Coley, gives it back to, could have been a travel there, not sure. Officials let it go. Now Faith Shayla Miller, though. And good defense displayed there by number 13, Virginia Johnson, and underneath, Reagan Alexander. Shooting much better underneath here in the second half, makes her first shot. Now to the far side, Virginia Johnson's long 3 off the rim. Rebound to Reagan Alexander. And she comes right in and decides to take the 3. Short, no, off the rim, rebound, Josephine into the front court. Nice behind the back dribble as she forwards it ahead. And taking the long 3 is again number 10, Stewart, who got the basket last time down. Unable to make consecutive shots, however. Now some substitutions. Turek will check out, and Faith Shayla Miller will check out. And now in for St. Louis Park is Hegdahl, who I mentioned right before we began here the second half, the prolific second part of the first half she had. See if she keeps up that play. Just an 8th grader out there, but just watching her on defense, she's got all the skills. She seems to be really well trained. And tough as nails. And we're gonna have a foul called on Sheffield, number 3 right there. That's her 3rd personal, team 2nd here, second half. So St. Louis Park, can't say they really got in foul trouble They didn't get their and off the foot of Kendall Coley, draws the quick whistle. 14:40 remaining. Throw in now by number 21, Janaea Green, right to the left of our table here. Kendall Coley there almost gets it again. It gets all the way in the backcourt, but saved by Josephine. Josephine, number 11, now will bring it up in the front. Being guarded closely by Faith Johnson. No full court press here in the second half, at least from what I've seen. And early on and getting tripped. And they're gonna call travel rather than a foul. Interesting call there. Turnover against Southwest. Let's see here. I don't know, looked like she got bumped. Missed shot there, rebound goes to Virginia Johnson. Johnson in the front court, now to the near side to number 33, Becca Murphy. Murphy down low for Stewart. Stewart's turnaround jump shot, tries to follow a rebound, but it goes off St. Louis Park. Kendall Coley, so possession will retain with Southwest, and that will be Virginia Johnson to throw it in underneath. Yarosh now checks in for Sheffield. And the throw in right there for Virginia Johnson, gets it in safely to Green. Green now back to Virginia Johnson. Her shot off the rim once again. Rebound just under 14 minutes. Reagan Alexander will bring it up herself. To the far side is Kendall Coley, and she hits the two. And it's 56-24. Now Josephine drives the left side on Yarosh, takes the shot, and the short jumper from the side goes in. And now Faith Johnson to Yarosh at the top of the key. She'll drive the left side. Gives it up to Reagan Alexander, now to Coley in the corner. Coley drives the baseline to Faith Johnson, turns, shoots, and it's blocked, and it's also a foul on number 11, Josephine Igure, maybe that's how they pronounced it on the PA announcer. Igure, okay, makes sense. Meanwhile, that's Faith Johnson at the line, number 4. The junior guard makes that shot. Or did she miss that shot? I think she missed it. 56-26. Lots of substitutions here for Arsenio Richardson. Reagan Alexander sits down, Yarosh in there, Faith Johnson at the line, along with Kendall Coley. Jordan Turk checked in. Turk almost gets that rebound on the offensive end, but instead it's obtained by Anya London, number 22. Now in the front court, Virginia Johnson with the behind the dribble pass. But look at Hegdahl's defense as she switches so quick, number 5. That was an amazing switch, how quick she is with her feet on defense. And now St. Louis Park's gonna get a throw in here. And here comes Yarosh. She hurries it up all the way to Turk and goes out of bounds off of St. Louis, or Southwest, I guess. That was Lydia Spanier, 5'5", 9th grade guard. And she'll guard Turk as she throws it in on the far side. Gets it into Coley with the return to Turk, but that's behind her and a turnover. Virginia Johnson with it, brings it across the line. Almost gets it slapped away by Kendall Coley, putting the pressure on. Now here comes Virginia Johnson, pulls up, tried to get it underneath, but guarded there by Kendall Coley was Green. Now on the far side, the big shot by Becca Murphy off the back of the rim, and it comes shooting right back out to Yarosh, and Yarosh pushes it up the court to Johnson, now to Turk, back to Johnson to Yarosh, who's wide open at the top of the 3 off the front of the rim. Rebound, Virginia Johnson and Southwest. Now they're in the front court, 12:24 remaining. Josephine, no, that's Green, 21. Janae Green drives the lane, past Hegdahl, tried to put up the layup. The shot was altered by Kendall Coley. The rebound went to Becca Murphy, and she tried to put it up there, and that drew a whistle. Not sure I saw. Let's see the drive here as Hegdahl almost clipped her. No foul there. The ball ended up in Becca Murphy's hand, and she was fouled as she put that back up, and now she'll be at the line for 2 shots, and that is short of the rim by another left-hander. There's a few left-handers out there. Virginia Johnson and Becca Murphy right there. Faith Johnson has a seat. Kendall Coley has a seat. Ostad checks in. Yarosh has a seat. Who else is in there? Turek is in there. Kegdahl. Faith Johnson. Reagan Alexander. And the second shot off the front of the rim. And who's going to get the rebound? Reagan Alexander. Looks like she got it. Along with Turek. I don't know if they split rebounds like they do sacks in the NFL. Hegdahl tried to get the drive, and this time Southwest was able to steal it away from her. And then on the ensuing play, we got a foul and a push. Hegdahl, though, as she reaches in there, that's her first personal. And she'll apply the pressure here. 12:02 remaining in the match. Quick moving game here. 14 fouls for Park, 1 for Southwest. 30-point lead, which is what the differential was at halftime. Scoring has slowed down quite a bit, and a lot of that I can attribute to the fact that the Orioles are no longer employing the full court press, and that's good. They shouldn't with a 30-point lead. No reason to. Their next matchup, I think, is going to come Saturday. Not sure if we're going to be there or not, but here comes Turk on the rebound. And Ostad shot almost spun in there. Very weird trajectory, but it did spin out. 11:28 remaining. And driving reverse layup attempt again by Green, or no, that was Anya London, who I think had one of those nicely executed in the first half. Hegdahl will check out. There's Coley checking in now. Still a 30-point lead here for the Orioles. And now they do have the full court press on. Or the half court, I should say. Now the return pass to Becca Murphy. Gives it up to London. London to number 30, Spanier. She pulls up, gets to the far side, and saving her over there is Janya Green. Green now, 21, tries to buy the left side. Turk stops her, though, on the switch on defense. Just unrelenting, quick defense by St. Louis Park here. And the Beckham Murphy launches one from three-point land, and that's short of the rim, barely, just grazing it, I believe. And that's going to be a turnover, as sitting down will be Green for the Lakers of Southwest. That's what they are, the Southwest Lakers, of course. And no, that's Shayla Miller from the corner. Her shot off the mark. Turek now has it, gives it up. Back to Turek from Kendall Coley. Now Turek drives, gives it up to Shayla Miller. Now Miller to Coley, and she delivers it all the way back to Turek. In the corner, Ostad delivers the three-point shot. Rebound goes to 22 London. Anya London, the sophomore now, and she gives it up to number 11. That's Josephine Igaria. And Josephine, chance now for London's shot, and it rattles in from the free throw line approximately. And now a timeout on the court taken by Coach Dan Freilich for the Southwest Lakers. That comes with 10:06 remaining. His team down 28 points in this section. As we do look at the 6 quadruple A brackets. And there you see St. Louis Park playing Southwest, the 3 and 6 seed. They'll play the winner of Armstrong-Wayzata. That match going on right now as we speak. 7 o'clock on Wednesday. What is today, the 26th of February? It is. Cooper, Minneapolis, number 4 and 5, and there's Hopkins, the number 1 team in the state. I don't know if they've lost a game all year. Paige Bukers is the player in the number 1 player in the country, I believe. And she is something to watch. Okay. Following the timeout, that's Jordan Turek, the senior. Gets it in to Shayla Miller, 31, and she'll bring it in. No pressure by Southwest here. Southwest showing great sportsmanship. They're just getting hammered on the scoreboard, but they have shown great attitude They're trying, and they're playing well at times too. They're young and not as talented, at least not yet, but they do have some talent, and it's one of the things I love about high school sports is just the type of sportsmanship that gets exemplified day in and day out here at the varsity level, and this is another example, and Southwest Lakers are just exemplifying what's all good about high school sports. No disgust, no tantrums, no bad looks, nothing, and just playing straight up and as hard as they can, even though they're just getting killed on the scoreboard. Here comes Reagan Alexander. Just a lot of respect for both these teams, I feel. Okay, now Southwest gets it in after the made shot by St. Louis Park. Enough pontificating by me, no one needs to hear that. Okay, in the corner, Turek with the rebound for St. Louis Park as we come up on 9 minutes to remaining in the game. Turek from three-point land, short of the rim. Rebound goes to number 23, Elsa Youngdahl for the Lakers. Youngdahl calling for the pass back. She went down the middle instead. Josephine shoots it. Rebound comes out to Southwest, and she gets hit, and she's going to go to the line and shoot three, I believe. Libby Kramer got hit with the body as she shot that, and she is going to get 3 shots. Clock stopped at 8:44 to go. Good call by the official. She did get hit. She was beyond the arc. And there she is, Libby Kramer, freshman forward, 5'8", with the shot and the make on the first of 3 attempts. Chance here to get the score back to 30-point differential. Her second shot right there. Good free throw shooting, and now 3 replacements come in for St. Louis Park. That's 14 checking in, Ellie Ostad, Yarosh, and Hegdahl. Sitting down will be Turek, Kendall Coley, and Reagan Alexander, along with Shayla Miller. Also checking in is Sheffield, number 3. There she is in the background as we look at the 3rd free throw and the 3rd make in a row for Libby Kramer. And the lead is back to 30 for St. Louis Park. Yarosh now into the front court. 8:36 remaining. Hegdahl to Yarosh. Good ball rotation. Faith Johnson down low to Ellie Ostad, who takes the pass and draws the foul from number 22, Anya London will be called on. There's Faith Johnson, number 4. Delivers the ball underneath and over the back there. Boy, I'm not so sure that was, I don't know about that call. Referee was not in the best position there to see if she actually made contact. It didn't look like she did for me. Hegdahl, number 5, and that was tipped by number 12, Libby Kramer. So feeling enthusiastic after those 3 made shots. Nice defensive play, almost a steal. Sheffield now, quick ball rotation. Boy, I like that. Hegdahl drives gives it up to Faith Johnson underneath. What a great play, except they didn't make the shot. Wow, all 5 girls touched that, I believe, on that rotation. Just well executed passing and teamwork, and they did everything but make the shot. Well done, though. Kudos to Coach Arsenio Richardson on that. All right, down below, backing in is Josephine. She decides to go to the left side. Hegdahl gets the block, and they're going to call the foul on her, and she questions it. What? I don't know what is being discussed there. The referee was, let's see, Hegdahl. Yeah, oh yeah, she got her on the face. Yeah, she got fouled for sure. Okay, 7:37 to go. See, you can't always tell at first look. And that is Josephine with the miss, and now substitutions. Youngdahl checks out for Southwest along with Libby Kramer. Checking in is 21, Janaea Green. And Josephine's second free throw attempt is good, and the lead is down to 29 with 7:37 to go. And Sheffield will bring it up for St. Louis Park. Across the timeline. That is Ellie Ostad. Now Sheffield to Yarosh, who drives the lane. Bounce pass to Faith Johnson, who makes the nice little 6-foot jumper. 31-point lead now. Josephine into the front court for Southwest. Becca Miller. Down low, back to Josephine, who drives and goes down, and they're going to call travel, and that's a good call. Hegdahl didn't do anything. She just lost her footing, Josephine, that is. Good call there by the officials in my view. Let's see here. Yeah, Hegdahl's just giving her ground, and she just goes down. I think she was expecting to lean up against Hegdahl, and Hegdahl wouldn't give it to her. So nice defense there by Hegdahl. 7 minutes exactly remaining right now. Faith Johnson to Sheffield, down back low on the baseline. That's number 2 now in the match, Zoe Bolrod, a junior guard. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. B-O-H-R-O-D, Bolrod maybe? Okay, down on the baseline, turnaround jump shot, blocked by Faith Johnson. Hegdahl with the rebound. Or on the steal. Now Hegdahl takes it all the way and gives it up to Ellie Ostad, and her short jump shot off the backboard, off the mark, rebound. Faith Johnson, she goes up and is fouled with 6:31 remaining. Hegdahl gave it up. I thought Hegdahl should have taken it, faked that pass and taken it in. But unselfish play by Hegdahl gave another player a chance to get on the scoring board, and Faith Johnson got the rebound, got fouled, and now she's at the board here. I thought there was a travel here too. Right foot, nope. That was the nice defense there by Faith Johnson, and now she's on the other end, enjoying the fruits of her labor there, and she misses and gets the rebound. Hegdahl takes the quick 3-point shot and bounces it in. I don't know if she called that for playing horse. I'm not sure that was called, but she'll take it. Boy, she might have 15 points. I'll have to check the scoring column in the paper tomorrow. But Hegdahl has really impressed me, and she could be a wild card in these coming section playoff games for St. Louis Park. They'll have a tough one if they play Wayzata or Cooper tomorrow. Oh, look at that shot by Virginia Johnson, and I think she was surprised. The look on her face was priceless. She's like, how did I make that? And that was quite the jump shot. The running jump shot from almost 3-point land. And now we have a whistle on the far side, and timeout by St. Louis Park. Even though the lead is not in question here, 33 is the lead. It looks like, here's that shot. Watch the look on her face. What? Great camera work there by ParkTV 16 Sports. As usual, got 3 cameras. That's Ravi on the corner camera, showing the great sideline angle of Coach Dan Freilich. There's another replay. Hegdahl with the 3-point attempt. Bounces it in. I don't know, did she call that? She'll say she did, and who am I to say she didn't? She has played very well, that 8th grader, Hegdahl. And they're gonna need her going forward, because it's gonna get a lot tougher come Saturday against Wayzata or Cooper, or Armstrong, I should say. All right, now play back underway, less than 6 minutes remaining, and now in the match, that's number 15 for St. Louis Park, Isis Brown. And there's the turnover now into the front court for the Lakers. That's number 11, Josephine Iguria. And she drives with the left scoop shot and the rebound right there for the Lakers. Megan Schenke, an 8th grade forward, 5'9", on the rebound. Now into the front court, that's number 11 for St. Louis Park, Evelyn Schmitz, a 9th grader. So both teams going to their bench, getting them some playing experience. But here's Josephine, who is a starter, takes the steal, comes all the way down and lays it in. 38 points now for the Lakers. And Hegdahl now will take the ball up. 4:50 remaining here in the match. Over to Schmitz. Schmitz now. Being guarded by number 32, that's Schenke. Now Hegdahl drives the lane all the way, comes right in and delivers and draws the foul, and she'll get the and one. Foul on Virginia Johnson, number 13. Here's Hegdahl, watch her come right in all the way, takes the shot on the face, and makes the shot anyway. So I don't know who's got the foul there. It looks like number 10 got the foul. And now more substitutions coming in. Number 10 for St. Louis Park, Isabel Siegel checks in. At the line is Hegdahl. The 8th grader makes it. Boy, she is something else, folks. Now she's going to come out and checking in for her. Nice job by Hegdahl. What a surprise she was to watch. Number 20 checks in for the Orioles. That's Alina Jaranilla, senior guard. Number 10, Isabel Siegel in there, and there's another one who I just saw. There she is, number 12, Macy Alexander, a 9th grader. I wonder if there's any relation to Reagan Alexander. I bet there is. You can see the resemblance now underneath. Isis Brown, I love that name, and Isis tries to get it in, gets her own rebound, goes right back up and puts it in. Number 15 scoring for St. Louis Park, makes it 72-38. I don't think they're gonna get to 100 tonight, but they're gonna get to 75, and that is a big number. Big shot from the outside, off the back rim. Rebound goes to Green. Now Stewart, underneath, Josephine with the rebound, and she goes down hard. Oh. Didn't hit her head though, thank goodness. 3:40 remaining, now into the front court, Schmitz. Schmitz turns around, back to Alexander, now down low to Isis Brown, puts the ball down and puts it right in, and that's exactly what she should do. Isis Brown, the junior center. I'd like to see her get some more minutes out there. And the rebound, nicely corralled there by Alina Jaranilla. Jaranilla now brings in the front court. Ball almost goes out of bounds. Now Schmitz drives the lane and pulls up. Gets it to Alexander. Macy Alexander, and that ball gets knocked out of bounds by Virginia Johnson for Southwest. Possession will remain with St. Louis Park. Now more substitutions as Arsenio Richardson sends in number 1. That's Janiyah Watkins for St. Louis Park. And she has the ball, Watkins. And also in the match, that's number 50, Bailey Turk, a 9th grader. So another sister, Turk sisters and Alexander, and there's Macy Alexander. And that is number 1, Watkins, 2:44 remaining. Alexander almost loses it, down low to Watkins. Ball comes out to number 10, Siegel. Now driving the lane was Turk, and she turned it over. Virginia Johnson into the front court, lead pass to number 10 off the mark. That was Stewart with the layup attempt on the receiving end. And now nice lead pass, and the layup executed beautifully by Alina Jaranilla, the junior forward, and there's a whistle on the court and a stoppage. Is that a timeout or what? Not sure. Timeout on the court being signaled, and there's Arsenio Richardson. 36-point lead. And that was a nice layup there by Alina Jaranilla. And here's an earlier play, Isis Brown underneath, just turning around and depositing in there. And with her size and ability, that's all she should do. She gets that ball in the low post, turn around and put it in the basket. Without putting it on the ground though, that's the big no-no down there. When you're that tall, you can turn around and not put the ball on the ground. That's where it gets stolen by those pesky guards dropping down low to help out. Ball loose underneath, picked up by Jaranilla, and she'll bring the ball up. Number 20, nice job, showing great poise for not having played very much. Now that is Turk. The younger Bailey Turk, the 9th grade guard, now turning around, and the shot by Alexander Macy, who shot off the mark. Macy gets the rebound, and she puts it up and draws the foul, and she'll go to the line. And her sister Reagan comes off the bench with a cheer there for her. Foul on Stewart. Time running now with that kind of lead. No more stoppage, 1:22. And Macy Alexander's shot off the mark. .109 remaining. Clock running. 16 fouls for St. Louis Park here in the second half. They only had 7 in the first. Lakers have 5 team fouls. I think they only had 6 in the first. Very clean game here, played by both teams. Great sportsmanship. Thought the officials did a pretty good job. Okay, now, almost a travel there, I thought. Now that's number 2 with the pass in, Aaron Brown. Senior guard, that's Brown for the Lakers. Drive there, shot, late shot by number 10, Selena Stewart. Now to the front court with 21 seconds is number 1, Janiah Watkins. The sophomore guard drives the lane, gives it up to the outside to number 42 now in the game. That's Jordan McMahon, the 9th grader. Ball comes loose, and Southwest picks it up. Becca Murphy whips it down the court, but it's intercepted by Watkins, and she'll come in with 4 seconds. The chance to shoot, but she unselfishly passes it, and it's almost intercepted and out of bounds. And that is the final buzzer, signifying the end of this quarterfinal matchup. St. Louis Park advances to the semifinals against Wayzata, I believe, on Saturday night. So for Paul Broden, our producer, everyone connected with ParkTV 16 Sports, I'm Robert Christensen. Thanks for listening, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again.